perpetual injunction. Whether police aid is maintainable in perpetual injunction decree. In one judgment, it was discussed. Andhra High Court in B. Chandrasekhar Reddy and others versus K. Nagaraju Yadav and another decided on 4th January 2013. The Honorable Sri Justice G. Krishna Mohan Reddy in CRP number 6251 of 2012 dated 4/1/2013. The main question in this judgment is that whether police aid petition is maintainable in perpetual injunction decree or execution petition is maintainable. The answer is in paragraph 18 it was discussed that by virtue of the dictum of the Supreme Court, it is clear that an application under Order 39 Rule 2A lies only where disobedience or breach of injunction granted or order complained of was one-third is granted by the court under Order 39 Rules 1 and 2 CPC, which is naturally to ensure during the pendency of the suit. However, once a suit is decreed, the interim order, if any, merges into the final order, and if the case is ultimately dismissed, the interim order stands nullified automatically. On the other hand, in case there is a grievance of non-compliance with the terms of the decree passed in the civil suit, the remedy available to the aggrieved person is to approach the execution court under Order 29 Rule 32 CPC, which provides for elaborate proceedings in which the parties can adduce their evidence and can examine and cross-examine the witnesses as opposed to the proceedings in contempt which are summary in nature. An application under Order 39 Rule 2A CPC is not maintainable once the suit is decreed. So here we can see that when suit is decreed, the application under Order 39 Rule 2A is not maintainable. Therefore, once suit is granted, suit is disposed, the only recourse is to apply execution court by filing execution petition under Order 21 Rule 32 CPC. Section 94 CPC enjoins supplemental proceedings in order to prevent the ends of justice from being defeated. The court may, if it is so prescribed, issue a warrant to arrest a defendant and bring him before the court to show cause why he should not give security for his appearance, and if he fails to comply any property. Rule 2 enjoins injunction to restrain repetition or continuance of breach in any suit for restraining the defendant from committing a breach of contract or other injury of any kind, whether compensation is claimed in the suit or not. The plaintiff may, at any time after the commencement of the suit and either before or after judgment, apply to the court for a temporary injunction to restrain the defendant from committing the breach of contract or injury complained of, or any breach of contract or injury of a like kind arising out of the same contract or relating to the same property or right. Rule 2A enjoins consequence of disobedience or breach of injunction. 1. In the case of disobedience of any injunction granted or other order made under Rule 1 or Rule 2 or breach of any of the terms on which the injunction was granted or the order made, the court granting the injunction or making the order or any court to which the suit or proceeding is transferred may order the property of the person guilty of such disobedience or breach to be attached, and may also order such person to be detained in the civil prison for a term not exceeding 3 months, unless in the meantime the court directs his release. As per Rule 1 of Rule 2A, we see two things. 1. Attachment of property, and 2. Civil imprisonment of 3 months. Clause 2. No attachment made under this rule shall remain in force for more than 1 year, at the end of which time, if the disobedience or breach continues, the property attached may be sold, and out of the proceeds, the court may award such compensation as it thinks fit to the injured party, and shall pay the balance, if any, to the party entitled thereto. So here the attachment is not more than 1 year, and at the end of the 1 year, if disobedience continues, the property means the attached property may be sold, and that proceeds, and out of that proceeds, court can grant compensation to the party. Order 21 Rule 32 enjoins decree for specific performance for restitution of conjugal rights or for an injunction. Clause 1. Where the party against whom a decree for the specific performance of a contract or for restitution of conjugal rights or for an injunction has been passed, has had an opportunity of obeying the decree, and has willfully case of a decree for restitution of conjugal rights by the attachment of his property, or in the case of a decree for the specific performance of a contract or for an injunction by his detention in the civil prison, or by the attachment of his property, or by both. 2. Whereas the property in this case mainly relied on the judgment of Conversing Saini versus High Court of Delhi. 6. In this judgment, the Supreme Court discussed categorically about the distinction between Order 39 Rule 2A and Order 21 Rule 32 CPC. In paragraph number 17, it is held as an application under Order 39 Rule 2A lies only where disobedience or breach of injunction granted or order complained of was one that is granted by the court under Order 39 Rules 1 and 2 CPC, which is naturally to ensure during the pendency of the suit. However, once a suit is decreed, the interim order, if any, merges into the final order, and if the case is ultimately dismissed, the interim order stands nullified automatically. On the other hand, in the case there is a grievance of non-compliance with the terms of the decree passed in the civil suit, the remedy available to the aggrieved person is to approach the execution court under Order 21 Rule 32 CPC, which provides for elaborate proceedings in which the parties can adduce their evidence and can examine and cross-examine the witnesses as opposed to the proceedings in contempt, which are summary in nature. An application under Order 39 Rule 2A CPC is not maintainable once the suit is decreed. Law does not permit to skip the remedies available under Order 21 Rule 32 CPC and resort to the contempt proceedings, for the reason that the court has to exercise its discretion under the Contempt of Courts Act 1971, when an effective and alternative remedy is not available to the person concerned. Thus, when the matter relates to the infringement of a decree or decreed order embodies rights as between the parties, it is not expedient to invoke and exercise contempt jurisdiction, in essence as a mode of executing the decree, or merely because other remedies may take time or are more circumlocutory in character. Thus, the violation of permanent injunction can be set right in executing the proceedings and not the contempt proceedings. There is a complete fallacy in the argument that the provisions of Order 39 Rule 2A CPC would also include the case of violation of breach of permanent injunction granted at the time of passing of the decree. It is also observed that in an undertaking given to the court during the pendency of the suit on the basis of which the suit itself has been disposed of becomes a part of the decree, and breach of such undertaking is to be dealt with in execution proceeding under Order 21 Rule 32 CPC and no by way of contempt proceedings. Therefore, as per this judgment, the disobedience for permanent injunction order is maintainable under Order 21 Rule